A constitutional showdown. President Donald Trump waging war against a federal judge who's challenging his administration on deporting alleged illegal immigrants to El Salvador. ABC's Jaclyn Lee has more from Los Angeles.
The fight between the Trump administration and a federal judge escalating. Federal District Court Judge James Boasberg holding a hearing to consider extending his temporary restraining order on deporting non-citizens under the Alien Enemies Act. This comes after the judge called the Department of Justice's explanations about the deportations of hundreds of Venezuelans woefully insufficient in a sharply worded order, criticizing the DOJ's attempt to stonewall the court. President Trump invoked an 18th century wartime act to deport hundreds of migrants, mostly Venezuelans, to a notorious prison in El Salvador, known for housing gang members. During a news conference at the White House with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, ABC's Karen Travers asked the president about this.
Mr. President, do you think you have the authority, the power to round up people, deport them, and then you're under no obligation to a court to show the evidence against them?
Well, that's what the law says, and that's what our country needs, because unfortunately, they allowed millions of people to come into our country, totally unvetted, totally unchecked.
The White House ignoring the judge's verbal directive from the bench to turn the planes around and bring the migrants back to the U.S. The White House claiming the judge's written order holds more weight than the verbal order. The president later issued a rare rebuke by Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts after calling for Judge Boasberg's impeachment. The White House not providing details on who was deported. But attorneys for Jersey Reyes Barrios, a professional soccer player from Venezuela with no criminal record, says he was sent to El Salvador. They say the government accused him of being a gang member because of tattoos similar to ones affiliated with the gang Tren de Aragua. The White House argues his social media indicates he's a member. His family members saying the tattoos were inspired by soccer and he is not affiliated with a gang. When questioned about allegations of sending people to El Salvador with no criminal history or gang affiliations, Trump said they went through a strong vetting process, will continue vetting them, and doesn't want to make that kind of mistake. Jaclyn Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.